Right, this is Peter Dart's Clairvoyant here, and I'm doing an astrology reading here for Cancer for the month of February 2019. So, astrology reading for Cancer, the month of February 2019. So, let's just see what we get here with an overview to start off with. Okay. Right, so with you Cancerians, some of you feeling a little bit like, almost like a bit guarded, a bit protective of yourselves at the moment. And it's almost like it feels as though some of you are wanting change, but it's like you've got to get past all past sorrows now to move forward. So it's not exactly easy or straightforward for you. But I do feel with a bit of optimism and a bit of determination, I do feel so as if to say you can start to get where you need to be a little bit. And then I feel like as you do that, then I feel as though you will start to get where you need to be a little bit. So it's all about opening up now with thoughts now and getting out there now and making things happen for yourself. And I feel like, and as you do that, I do feel as though bit by bit you'll start to get where you need to be. So it's all about sort of letting your barriers down now and opening up and showing your thoughts and feelings. And I feel as though as you do that, I feel as though this is where you'll start to get where you need to be. But I do feel like there is somebody that I feel so you could be connecting with, or even you're not, somebody who is maybe admiring you a little bit. And it's almost like he's keeping his thoughts and feelings to himself a little bit, which is quite interesting. So there's just little things now that you've got to deal with now and sort out. And then I feel like as you do that, you start to get your life where it needs to be. But you've got to now put all these past sorrows behind you. And I feel so as you do that, then you will start to move forward. But now it's about now sort of letting those barriers down and letting all that happiness and joy in that's sort of coming about around you. But if you sort of keep putting your barriers up a little bit, then it's like I feel as though you're not letting everything in. So it's a bit like a bit of a crossroads, a bit of a dilemma, a bit like 50-50. It's like everything's there for you now, but you've got to start embracing it and letting it in. And as you do that, you get past the negative and you start to let everything flow. And I feel so that's good. So I just feel as though, and it's not just to do with romance as well. I feel as though it's to do with life in general and to sort of, you know, putting positive energy into your careers and things like that and family. So anything now that's blocking you, or you're sort of not feeling quite yourself when you're looking at these certain situations, this is where I feel so you can start coming good. And I just get the feeling with the number one here, with timings of sort of sorting things out. So I feel so over the next day, the next week, the next month, even the next hour, I feel so you could start to put things right and in place. And then I feel like as you do that, you start to really get where you need to be, so to speak. Right, so let's have a look now at relationships a little bit for you Cancerians. See, there's your Cancerian card there, the Chariot coming out. And here you've got the Empress, which is basically saying now you've got to nurture, or maybe somebody needs to nurture you a little bit. But it does feel like as you start to do all this, it's like you're going to start to gain emotionally and also financially. It's almost like it just feels that the more settled you feel and secure, the more positive you are sort of bringing in the security around you, which is good. And I'm not saying security has got to come in by relationships. It could be that you're just feeling uplifted and feeling good and positive about things. That it's helping you to motivate the rest of your life, so you can perhaps feel quite good and quite positive and motivated with your careers. But I'm just being drawn now is the beautiful star card coming in here, which is saying, look, there's hope for the future, all your wishes and dreams are there, and it just feels like you've just got to get on with it. And here it's all about letting the love in. The more we let the love in, and also perhaps you yourself showing the passion, the emotion, I just feel so this is where things really come good. And I'm being drawn here to sort of a relationship, sorting things out, tidying things up, moving forward over the next 3 days or 3 weeks. But it just feels like on the female side, it's like it feels like you could be connecting with somebody here who's a little bit even endeavouring a little bit, perhaps a bit all over the place, not focusing on what they're doing, but gradually they will start to settle with your help and support. And if you're the male energy I'm reading about, then I do feel as if to say, you know, that the woman that you could be connecting with may be trying to take control of certain situations, and it's like you're even endeavouring of which way to sort of connect with that. But like I say, I just feel as we sort things out and communicate over the next 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, I feel so things should get a lot easier for yourselves, and I feel so, and that's really, really good. So I just feel so don't be put off by any blocks or dilemmas. It's like we've got to face it all head on. Right, let's have a look now at work and career. Oh, right, okay. Some major changes coming now with work and career. Major. Whether you're doing it or it's being pushed upon you. Because here, it's like I've got the Tower card coming out. So this is like things going wrong, bit of negative energy. And crossing that, it's like you're doing a lot of deep thinking as if to say what to do or how to go about to get the changes. And it's almost like a bit of a battle going in your head, trying to work it all out. But you're coming out here as quite the wise person. You're not daft, you're not stupid. So it's almost like you've got to sit back, analyse the situation, and decide whether you wait for things to calm down or you go out there and force the change through. In other words, try and sort out things where you're at to sort of feel more settled, or just say, do you know what, I've had enough, I'm off now, I'm going to find another job. And I would just say that's there for you. And if you're going to sort of run off and find another job, I would say sort of the next 10 days, 10 weeks, I feel so you will find that job. So don't worry about it. 10 weeks sounds a long time, but it's just under 3 months. You know, it could take you a month to find it, a month of perhaps handing your notice in, and then you're in the 3rd month as you start. So it's not that long really, if you think about it. You know, I'm not saying it's like it's 3 months before you find it. It could be 3 months before you start the job. So if you look at it like that, it kind of fits in within a reasonable time frame. But I just feel like I'm up and down now with emotions and sorting things out. But I just feel as though it will calm down. And also, maybe also you're going to rebuild yourselves here because I'm being drawn to study or training, learning new skills. There's more opportunities out there for you. And then here, it's like you've got the Ace of Swords here, sort of making big, massive decisions. But what I would say is, over the next 5 days or 5 weeks, these changes are going to start to kick in. Maybe not sort of finding your job, but the changes of you being pushed and pulled a little bit to sort of get to the point where you're deciding what to do. Okay, right, let's have a look at money. Now the Chariot's come out again, which is your sign. So it just feels though with money, don't worry about money as such, but just keep pushing forward. Fighting for what you want, fighting for the stability, fighting to get money tidied up. And I don't mean like it's a physical fight, but it's like it's basically saying, look, if you just sit there and wait for it to come to you, then money will never get sorted. But if you push and fight for what you want or trying to achieve, you'll get that stability or that money what you're looking for. And it will sort itself out. And then let's have a look at health. Okay, see, I've got the Chariot again. It just feels like you've just got to push your health issues forward. But I'm just pull another card out and it's telling you to resolve things. So I'm not really being drawn to anything in particular there, but maybe just keep an eye on your lower back if you're sitting down a lot, or if you're going to be travelling, maybe your back's going to play up a little bit. So make sure you've got a comfortable car or you've got your cushions to sort of make sure you're looking after yourself in that way. But other than that, I feel so you should be generally fine. Right, let's have a look at what the angels are going to say. Right, child. So here there could be news of a child coming into the world around you, but I'm also feeling it's trying to tell you now to reconnect with your childhood. In other words, as if to say, start to bring some fun in games, because as we get older, we become fixed. It's all about bills and responsibilities, and it's like, ooh, we forget the fun that we used to have. And maybe we need to reconnect with the good times a little bit. But I just feel so you'll get it sorted, you'll be fine, so don't worry. But I just feel so need to bring the good times back into your life. Remember your teenage years, that's what I feel so I want to say. So, I hope all that's made sense. Hope you've enjoyed that. If you do want to have a private reading with me, please do contact me through Facebook or YouTube. And I'm here there for you to do that for you. But other than that, tune in now for maybe your next video for the month of March. Okay, so I wish you all the best, and if you can also share this with your friends and family and your face groups, that would be very much appreciated. It helps me to grow and keep moving forward. So thank you very much.